KGUN-9 On Your Side Sports with Kayla Anderson.
Well, good evening to you. Like we mentioned earlier in the show, we're lucky enough to have Arizona linebacker and former Ironwood Ridge standout Jake Fischer on set tonight. Thank you, first of all, Jake, for taking time out and joining us tonight. Now, I know it's basketball season, but we cannot forget about last month and that wild comeback that the Arizona football team had. Now, when you're talking about that, beating Nevada in a bowl game like that and coming down to the last seconds, does that give you some momentum kind of going into next year?
Well, I mean, it kind of does, and then Coach always, talks about playing until the final whistle. And, in all reality, if we had a chance to win, we had to play until the final whistle. This team was a lot better than people gave credit for, so, give credit to their team. They fought hard, and, we pulled out a great, game. So, credit to our offense as well. The way they came down and scored, in those final couple minutes, that just, it was really amazing what they did.
Have you ever been in a game like this before in your career?
No, not that crazy at the end, no. I've never been in a game where we were down, a couple touchdowns and still, found a way to win at the end.
Well, I want to talk about defense, and everybody, gave credit to the offense this year and said, defense was not as good as they could have been, but you guys were young. Yeah. I mean, what do we have to look forward to on Arizona defense?
A lot of maturity. There's a lot of guys that, over this time off, they're really going to be working hard. Especially with the strength coaches. We have, 7-8 months to prepare. So a lot of guys coming back, a lot of guys getting off injuries. Obviously, we had a lot of injuries last year, had to play a lot of freshmen, a lot of young guys, and, that just getting them game experience, that's going to help us in the future.
Now, it is the off season technically, and I know you guys had a little break and were able to go home and relax, but how much time do you actually get off from football? Even, it's the off season quote, but do you work out a lot? Or are you guys doing a lot of stuff in the film room at all? Anything? Well,
I mean, we got, I think it was 2 weeks after, the bowl game, but, we get right into it. We report on Tuesday, and then we're going to start lifting. And then it's kind of, for a little bit, it's kind of up to the guys to go in and watch, film and work on technique and everything because, there's so many different rules nowadays where, you can't get as much time with the coaches as you'd like. So, some of the leaders on the defense, some of the leaders, at each position, they have to kind of take the young guys under the wing and teach them, what's going on in the defense. And, we have a leader on every part of our defense to do that with. So, it's going to be fun, working with the younger guys and everything, and especially since we have to rely on them a lot this upcoming year.
And I mean, I know just the fight that you guys had this year, I think people could see that, and that's just a preview of what's to come, I'm sure, in this next year.
Oh yeah, we're a resilient bunch. Absolutely. And we don't give up.
Well, I'm going to have Jake on the set. I'm going to keep him on the set. Thanks again for catching up with football.